The internet is a very gory place. It's full of loads of things like hateful memes and porn. So much porn. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of A Rather British Review. And yes, it is I, Michael Burhan, the man best known as the most attractive man in the world, according to some Facebook program algorithm thingy that I played at some point. But I'm here today to give you the skinny, the lowdown on an awesome game known as Max, the Curse of Brotherhood. Max, the Curse of Brotherhood is a puzzle platform video game developed by Press Play for Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and of course the Nintendo Switch. The game was announced during Microsoft's E3 2013 press event, and it was the sequel to Press Play's previous work in 2010, the game Max in the Magic Marker. You play the protagonist of sorts, Max, as he arrives from school on the day to find his younger brother, Felix, playing in his room and smashing his toys. You go out of your way to get rid of Felix when you come across a spell which makes him disappear. It opens up a portal from which a giant claw emerges and kidnaps his little brother Felix. Realizing the consequences of his actions, Max enters into a platforming world controlled by the evil Lord Mustachio and his henchmen, of course. The game itself is a little bit different than what you'd expect, because most of you have probably played it on your Xbox platforms, your PlayStation platforms, but you haven't played it on the Nintendo Switch. The gameplay of Max and Curse of the Brotherhood is a physics-based puzzle platformer set in a 2.5D environment. Think Mario with extra puzzles added on there to boot, or Crash Bandicoot with some puzzle solving skills. The game includes 7 chapters and 20 levels in total. The levels are all interconnected with Magic Marker, introduces creative options on how to solve said puzzles and can give you different abilities and powers. The Switch provides a rather unique feature to the game, adding the portability of the Switch itself, and also gives you the beautiful palettes and colours. You can literally not tell the difference between this port and the port on the main console. The Switch main functions, combining it with the already established game mechanics, gives it this extra bit of shine. The game is distributed by Wired Productions, and it's one of their many Switch titles being released on the platform. The great thing about the game itself is its playability and the unique function that it has, where it allows you to use a magical item that you can equip with different ability. Now, as I always do, I give these games a rating from 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. I give Max and the Curse of Brotherhood an good 3.5 out of 5. Yes, it is a really good game. Yes, it is too short, of course, but the game itself has the ability to keep me entertained and entertained for quite some time. Yes, some sites such as GameSpot call it a gimmick, but I like this little thing. I like this unique function because it makes it stand out from other platformers. Why does Max stand out? Well, it has a lot to give. In terms of the game itself, it's very, very difficult in terms of playability and playstyle. It's something that's rather unique in its own sense, but also gives you something that you're used to, especially if you're a retro player. If you play retro games, games like this are completely and utterly hard, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The game doesn't consist too much of tutorials or little things that make you kind of handhold throughout the game. It actually gives you something a little bit different. So it gives you, as the player, more options to play. And of course with the Switch, you have a lot more functionality because you get to pick it up and go. You can play it at home or play it, like me, when you're out doing your freelance business, because of course I am a very, very busy man. Stop laughing. It has a rather unique palette and shows its beautiful 3D rendering. This game itself is amazing to look at, even when the Switch switches to its 720p box standard while it's on the go. So what do you think? Did you like this game? Dislike this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, this has been Michael Burhan for another Rather British Review, letting you know that I've got gameplay. Have you? Yeah, the outro's coming. Just Bear with me. Maybe it's rude. I'm playing my game, for gosh sake. This is a gaming channel. I do gaming reviews. Honestly. Oh, there you go.